All right, so, I am here with.
Down Bikers Association Twin Rivers chapter.
Okay, and what is your name?
I'm Paul McLean. I'm from the Tulsa chapter, just trying to let them know that all the chapters support each other. Even though it's raining out,
Right.
Tulsa's a little further away from Joplin than Veneta is, so
Yeah.
why not do it?
So, why do you ride?
Why do I ride?
Yeah. Why do
Because
you
I like
ride?
to ride too. I like to ride.
How long have you been riding?
Dirt bike started around 5-6 years old, and off and on up until about 10 years ago, and then 10 years ago pretty much every day.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how long have you been involved in this association?
Since 2011. I joined in September of 2011 when the Tulsa chapter was being formed.
What caused you to want to join? What
I
preempted it?
attended a meeting, and I had some friends that had already joined. The previous October, my wife and I had an accident.
Really?
We watched our cupboards go bare while she wasn't at work. I was fine. I went back to
Wow.
work. I got tangled up in some barbed wire. She got her head cracked open in the back. Did 5 staples. I give it to her though. She's tough as nails. We did this on a Saturday. Had the accident, totaled a fat boy out. The following Friday, I'm at home with an electric light after work. Asked her to grab her helmet so I go get my truck from the dealership. She puts the helmet on with the 5 staples on the back of her head. A year after that, she says, "Hey, I've been in a wreck with you. I need my own bike." So now she's on her own Sportster, and I'm still on the 11 that we bought then. So,
Was
and
it
ever since then, we've put a lot of miles on taking care of injured motorcycles.
so? Was it hard to climb back on the bike for you or her?
No, it's just like if someone were to
Really?
fall off a horse, you fall off a horse. If you like horses, you get right back on and you go after it.
That's so interesting. So,
I mean, some folks might not because of family, this and that
Sure,
and the other.
yeah.
But, you know, some folks are raised, hey, if you get hurt,
you get
if you're
back
not
up.
hurt too bad, you get up and you go on.
How interesting. Okay, so now she's a rider of her own bike now.
Right.
Okay, so you guys, what's the furthest trip you've ever taken?
Sturgis in 2010 on the Fat Boy we totaled. It's 980 some miles or something like that from Tulsa direct.
Wow.
We took a 1,900-mile route through Colorado, up the $1 Million Highway, pulling the trailer behind the Fat Boy up
What?
through the $1 Million Highway.
I'm stressed out even hearing it. Like
Oh,
I'm
and
like
we
I'm
had a
going, oh my
blast.
gosh.
We had a blast. We get all the way there, and I'll be damned. We get there, and where we were going to stay was 300 ahead just to walk through the gate.
Wow.
Not whether or not you were staying or not, just to get a wristband to walk through the gate. So we're like, all right, screw it.
Right.
I'm tired. We'll ride somewhere and find a motel and head back to town.
Yeah.
Pulling through Sturgis, we found a lady right there in downtown Sturgis.
Yeah.
At the time, there was still the Broken Spoke. She had tent camping behind her house for $20 a night.
Oh, awesome.
We had the tent and everything to include the kitchen sink and that trailer.
Yeah.
So $20 a night. We stayed for another 4 nights and then headed home. But
So it's definitely a community in the biker culture.
yes,
I mean, just like that. You found somebody who's like, hey, here's the deal. I'll help you out, kind
let's
of a thing.
take care of it.
So you guys have been personally affected, and that's why you're passionate about this association.
Yes.
Wow.
And now, I don't know if in your previous interview with Jeremy, the Twin Rivers chapter, we've been friends since roughly 2011, 2012, right after I bought this bike. And after Kelly and I joined, they were a little apprehensive joining a motorcycle organization because
Sure.
they didn't want to be profiled as being a part of it. But as my
That's
wife
good.
and
That makes sense, though. I understand
as
that.
my wife and I kept doing events, this and that, and the other, then they had joined the Tulsa chapter. Well, then it grew enough in the Tulsa area to expand out towards Veneta to where there was a need for a chapter to open there.
Right.
With that happening, Jeremy was part of the founding board of the Veneta chapter, the Twin Rivers chapter.
Wow.
And then this year, he stepped up from vice president last year to step up and take the president's spot this year.
I love the organization, and I think that as being a non-writer myself and getting into the culture, there's so much organization that from an outsider's perspective,
Well, we
you don't
have-
know that exists, but it has to.
We actually have a national board that actually mandates how each chapter is actually ran so
Wow.
that there is uniformity amongst all the chapters. Just like any other organization, you have to have some parent of some sort.
Yeah.
Make sure that everybody is on the same level playing field.
How interesting is that? But from an outsider's perspective, you wouldn't think, quote, bikers would have that type of
No,
organization.
Typically, hell,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
they're running around tearing up bars,
Right.
or, racking their exhaust off
Right.
at 11:30 at night while everybody's trying to go to sleep and get up and
Right.
go to church in the morning. But there's those of us that do attend church.
Yeah.
We normally don't. My wife and I, we don't go in leather vest or anything.
Right. Irrespectful.
Unless we are going to a biker church
Right.
for a function or something.
So they
like
have
that.
biker churches?
Yes, in
Oh,
Tulsa
that's so
there's
cool.
a few there in Tulsa. So it really,
Awesome, okay.
it's really an entire community that we're just normal people. I work a 70-hour-a-week job. My wife works 50, 60 hours a week. Somewhere in the middle of all that, we managed to figure out how to
Your
give back
passion, yeah.
while enjoying ourselves doing it.
That's true balance.
You've got to. If not, hell, you run around all jacked up all the time, wondering, stressed out. Well, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
There's always something to do.
Well, I appreciate you visiting with me, and I appreciate you sharing your testimony. I mean, I guess, So.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.